Welcome to the Customer Service Gurus press conference. I am Stacy Oliver Canafa, the Chief Consultant at the Customer Service Gurus, and we challenged our community to ask us questions about customer service and how we could possibly help. And today's question comes from Rafael Ortiz from Aerotech Staffing, and he asked the Gurus, how has digital and social media growth changed the customer service experience? I know it's definitely changed my behavior as a customer. I tend to kind of skip phone calls now if I have a challenge and go straight to social media because I found some interesting things about it, which I'll talk about in a second. But just to give it some context of what we're talking about and the impact that it's having on our world, I did a little research and I'm just going to give you some amazing statistics about Facebook. Facebook right now has 1.3 billion users, and that is billion with a B. It is has $6.15 billion in revenue for 2013. It has 640 million minutes are spent on Facebook every month. That's me and you logging in and liking things and telling everybody where we're at. Seems like every second of the day. And finally, what really struck me is how much we're interacting with it. Every 20 minutes, 1 million links are shared. So that's me telling my friends about good things that are happening and bad things that are happening. So it's definitely becoming pretty much a regular part of our lives. And it's important as a company that you think about the strategies that you're using when you use social media to connect with your customers. So to answer Raphael's question, I'm taking it from a good and bad perspective. So the good things I like about using social media is one, it's very fast. So when I tend to put a message up on a board or a wall or tweet a company, usually within 10 minutes or so, I will get an immediate response, very pleasant, very professional. What's wrong? How can we help? So I love that part. It's very convenient for me. It's very much more convenient for me than being on the phone for 10 minutes to wait to talk to a professional, and then maybe they can't even help me anyway. So that part's fantastic. And also the employees that I tend to work with when using a social media outlet, they just tend to be top notch. So they really tend to be empowered. They feel excited about their product, and they really just want to do what they can to help me. Those are all fantastic positive things, and I hope they continue. The downside of it, or I should say the side that makes me sad, is I think the reason I get that quick response is because, of course, companies are afraid of the bad reputations or the bad situations that are coming up in the bad press. So they want to address these problems right away, so we kind of correct ourselves on their social media sites and say, hey, they're great. So I just kind of wish that companies were doing the right thing because they wanted to do the right thing, not so much because they know I'm telling all 100,000 of my friends that something went wrong. But I get it. It's a part of business, and it's a realistic part of business to protect your brand and reputation. The other part of it that I wish was a little bit better is that the excellent caliber of talent that I deal with using social media talent, I wish they would train everybody to the same level. So when I called the call center, it was the same experience, the same empowerment feeling, the same can-do excitement that I tend to get when I'm dealing with somebody through an interactive or a virtual experience. So those things I think can be better. But it is a fact of life that I think social media is going to become bigger a part of the way we do business. And I haven't even talked about live chat or email, which even seems so old now just to email a company, or just a few years ago. That was the big technology wow, is to email a company instead of call them. So it has to be a part of the way you do business and the way you think about how you handle your customers. So thank you again, Raphael, for your question. It was a great question, an important one that's going to continue to change. If you have a question for us at the Customer Service Gurus, just email us at info@thecustomerservicegurus.com, or you can like our page on Facebook and post a question there. And there we also kind of give insights into different things that we see and how we think customer service can improve. Thanks again for joining us today and for your time. We're almost at 5 minutes. Have a great day wherever you are.